Which cube is better for you? I'll break it down into 5 categories, and at the end of this video, you have a scorecard to decide for yourself. Here's how it works. For each category, I'll compare the cubes and you'll assign points. You can give 0 to 3 points to the cube you think performs better, 1 for a slight advantage and 3 if it's way better in that aspect, and 0 if you don't see a difference. At the end, sum up the totals and see which cube suits you the best. And as a bonus at the end, I'll also share the poll results from my viewers. When it comes to price, the V10 series is slightly more affordable. The Tornado Flagship has springs, so it should be compared with the spring version of the V10, which is slightly cheaper. The V10 is UV coated, while the TV4 Flagship isn't. Size-wise, both cubes measure 55.5mm, so there's no difference. Their difference in weight is also negligible. The V10 has very standard Moyu accessories, an adjustment tool and other normal tutorial guides, whereas the TV4 has more accessories in addition to an adjustment tool, blank center cap, a cube bag, and a rule guide. So which cube wins for you in this round? For me, the V10 slightly wins because of the UV coating and the lower price. Personally, my TV4 and V10 have both been well. However, on the internet, I found more reports of the V10 breaking compared to the V4, which is interesting, especially considering the V3 had very concerning quality issues. There are minor cracks on the TV4 plastic, but they haven't caused any issues. So which cube wins for you? For me, the TV4 slightly wins simply because I haven't seen any reports on quality issue, but I wish it doesn't have cracks. Both cubes feature dual adjustment systems. The V10 requires an adjustment tool, which isn't bad at all, but the TV4 is hand adjustable. The V10 offers 64 adjustment options, and the TV4 has 25. It may sound like a massive gap, but the fact is, the V10 center distance is pretty tight even at its lowest setting, so there aren't really that many usable options. The TV4's adjustment range is more reasonable and usable. Additionally, the TV4 offers more that the V10 doesn't. Corner edge magnets adjustment. It has improved from the V3, requiring only 8 adjustments instead of 24. So in the customization category, which cube do you think should win? I'm giving the TV4 a +2 because it's more user-friendly and it has more usable adjustment options. Both cubes have a ball core and they offer very distinct turning feel. The V10's 20 magnet spore core is relatively strong, in a way that when you turn, you feel like the cube's core isn't moving, and only the pieces are moving. The TV4 spore core, although stronger than V3, is still weaker compared to Moyu cubes. So it feels like the whole cube is moving when it turns. The V10's corner edge magnets are also stronger. Another key difference is that the V10 has auto alignment due to its edge magnets, a feature that the TV4 doesn't have. M moves and S moves are more effortless on the V10 as well. These differences make the two cubes very distinct in turning feel. The V10 is blocky, which means each turn feels like a click and it snaps in place. And it feels hollow, which means with the help of the edge magnets, in the middle of a turn it feels like it's moving by itself. The TV4 on the other hand is soft and buttery. You can still feel the magnet's effect, but it's nowhere near the sensation of clicking and snapping into place. So which turning feel do you prefer? For me, even though I enjoy the softness of the TV4, my turning is more used to cubes that have strong magnets, so I'll add 2 points to the V10. First, we'll talk about stability. Both cubes are stable, but their stability differs in feel. The V10 does well with precise and gentle turning, but it may experience lockups with more aggressive turns. The V4, in contrast, maintains its stability even with faster and rougher turns, which is an improvement over the V3. How about corner cutting? The V10 has limited center distance options, so its corner cutting range can be tighter, but the auto alignment reduces the need of corner cut, which is why gentle and accurate cubers can take advantage of it. The V4 meanwhile offers a more consistent corner cut. The reverse cut requires the same force as the normal cut. How about corner twist? That's a draw. Surprisingly, I've never experienced a corner twist on either cube. Last but not least, speed. Without relying too much on corner cutting, the The V10's stronger magnets and auto alignment make it feel faster. The V4 is still fast, but it has more resistance in the middle of turns due to having weaker magnets, but it's a more flexible cube that is less prone to lockups. So which cube wins for you? For me, it is a tough battle. When I turn kinda aggressively, TV4 gives me better times. But you know, some days you just turn into God mode and turn very well, so I perform better on the V10 on days like this. I would give the V10 a small upper hand because of its speed. Side note, that's why my main cube is a V9. It's both fast and flexible, perfect for aggressive cubers like me. It's time to summarize the final score. On your scorecard, sum of the total points each cube gets. Let's look at my scorecard. So for me, the V10 takes the win. But I want to know which cube wins for you. From the poll, it seems like more of my viewers prefer the V10. If you have strong preferences in turning or customization, you might have a different winner. Do you find this comparison helpful? I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comments. This comparison is just a reference and I encourage you to check out my full reviews of each cube. See you later!